Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video we're going to be looking at adjectives of the first class following on in our adjective section of the Agēre grammar series. Fortunately, most adjectives decline essentially like nouns with some variation depending on their gender. For the first class, animate will always decline like first declension nouns in both the singular and the plural, with an accusative singular ending in ar rather than ar as would be expected for first declension nouns. In the inanimate, they decline exactly the same as third declension nouns in both the singular and plural, and in the neuter they decline like 5a declension nouns. The only difference for the neuter is that the nominative, vocative and accusative plural has a linking noun ea rather than a. So let's have a look at an example. Our paradigm example for class 1 adjectives is pepe pas, which means long. The only forms that differ are those which are highlighted. Let's now have a look at some examples. In our first example, we're going to be looking at amonas, amones, amonsas, which means homely. In the sentence manes ie se amonas, which means here it is homely. Notice we're using the copula ie se rather than ite because we're linking an adverb to an adjective. If we were linking the adverb to another part of speech that wasn't an adjective, we would use ite rather than iese. Also notice here that there is no noun that's being described. In the absence of a noun with gender, we default to the animate form of the adjective. Now for our second example, we'll look at lavas, lavis, lafsas, which means weak. Eare thollate lavis, the weak breeze. Here thollate, which means breeze, is preceded by eare, the definite article, meaning the, and because thollate belongs to the third declension, it is inanimate, and so takes the inanimate form lavis rather than lavas. And now for our example, we use nisan, neesan, nismas, which means fast or quick. In case anyone thinks that there's some kind of a reference there to Nissan cars, there isn't. It just happens that Nissan comes from the root nis, which is related to things that are quick, and also things that are peaceful. So our example sentence here is vias uros nismas, which means a quick death. Vias is the indefinite article, uros is death, and because uros belongs to the fifth declension, it takes neuter adjectives, so we use the neuter form nismas rather than nisan or neisen. And finally we'll look at thai, thas, which means stupid. It also belongs to the fricative subclass. We'll come to look at adjectives affected by vowel and consonant alteration in a following video. So how do we know what the stem form for this adjective is? Well, the animate and the inanimate have tha with a short a, and we would expect as, being the class 1 adjective ending in neuters, to be added onto the end, which is precisely what's happened here. So the tha from the stem and the as from the ending have merged, which is why we have a long a sound in the neuter, which gives us the stem tha. From that we can form the sentence tenes arar u patar thaiar, which means I know a stupid person. Tenes means I know. Arar is the definite article for animates. Upatar is the accusative singular of uotte, which means person. And thaiar is the class 1 animate accusative singular form of thai, thas. That's it for this video, and in the next video we're going to be looking at class 2 adjectives. See you then.